The Paul Harrell program is powered by the Healing Veterans Project. We want you to go to the Healing Veterans, healingveteransproject.us, scan the QR code if you want to make a donation. If you want to set it up for a one-time, a monthly, annually, quarterly, whatever you want to do, we'd really appreciate it. Just scan that QR code, and you can help us get red light therapy to our veterans. We have a list of veterans that need this therapy. It's been prescribed by a doctor. You hear me say this all the time, but the VA won't cover it. The VA will give you pills, and the VA does some good things. We're not going to say they don't do good things, but they'll tend to give, the opioids, the Vicodin, but they're not going to give this red light therapy that's been recommended by the doctor, and that's where Healing Veterans Project comes in. And so the Paul Harrell program, we are happy to power with this great organization. Scan those QR codes, folks, and you can donate appropriately. And so that brings me to our next segment. As a matter of fact, I can announce today that the Healing Veterans Project, we've successfully been able to give our first veteran a red light panel. And he is a Purple Heart recipient. He was wounded in Vietnam. He's also been awarded the Bronze Star for heroism. Actually, I've got the document. I've seen the document. Back on February 26th, 1970, got the Bronze Star. I'm talking about a man by the name of Joe Wachakowski, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm not going to make any promises. But we've got Joe with us. Joe, how you doing? Welcome to the Paul Harrell program.
Hi, Paul. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, who do we have sitting next to you? Is that Michelle?
Yes, it is.
All right, Michelle, it's nice to meet you. I know we spoke on the phone yesterday, but I wanted to start by, first off, just highlighting your story, okay? Because this is a story where I know Matt Troy, the founder of Healing Veterans Project, has been working with you, has been hearing about all of these struggles trying to get the VA to pay for this red light panel, and they never got around to it. Can you give us your story, please?
Can you help me with this?
Sure. It's intense for Joe. He doesn't always seem to think he deserves the good things that are out there for him. So back in 2025, Joe went to a doctor and for TMJ, and she noticed his wrist has a brace on, a support brace. And she said, "Oh, what's going on there?" And degenerative joint arthritis is what that is. And so she had mentioned that Red Vive has this red light therapy, and she thought it could help both of them. So we immediately got in touch with Matt. He went through his channels and contacted the VA. We went through our channels, the appointments, the messages, the documentation, the multiple visits, about an hour away for us to drive. And we just got nowhere after about a year. And Matt said, "Enough. Let's get a foundation. Let's get an organization that can help get this to you. And help get you on a healing journey instead of medications." Joe doesn't like to take medications really. And so we've been loving it. Our machine's actually sitting right over here next to Joe. We use it out here.
I can see that. I can see the machine right there. It's I use obviously you're using a machine, from Red Vive. Obviously
Yes.
we're just playing those commercials, and I have one of those. I know it's a medical grade device, and I know it works. Matter of fact, my mom is now thinking of no longer having surgery after she was about to have a very serious back surgery. She was on a waiting list to have the surgery, and in the meantime, we put her in front of the red light panel, and now she's walking, and it's night and day compared to the way she was. So the technology works. Joe, can you tell us how is the red light machine doing for you right now? How are things? Are you better? Are you less inflammation, less pain?
Yeah, it's been great. I've used it this morning and last night. It's been so good for so many things too, because I use it on my TMJ and my jaw and my wrist, my knees, which have been a real problem, but most importantly, my back. And I religiously now use it morning and evening, and it's been so much better. Just getting around, just doing things, just being comfortable. It's been a real plus.
His back is where he took the grenade in Vietnam. So he actually was considering surgery at one point as well.
Wow. So yeah, let's talk about that because I mentioned you're a decorated a veteran, you're a wounded veteran, Bronze Star, Purple Heart. First of all thank you for your service.
Yes, sir.
But a grenade, affecting the back. So you've had a long. I'd like to talk about the VA because I'm sure the VA has been giving you treatment or what they consider treatment, right? They're willing to give you the pills, but they were not willing to pay for this. That's where Healing Veterans Project comes in. But I mean, if it's not too emotional for you, and I totally respect it. If you've got boundaries are good. But can you walk us through your service? Can you walk us through how you got from Vietnam to where you are right now?
When I came home, I went to work in my dad's machine shop, and I liked it. I did it before I went in the service, and I was running a machine one day and just thinking to myself, wow, I'm going from being in charge of 40 people's lives to making steel chips on a lathe or a milling machine or something. And it just, I felt like something was missing. And we also did machine rebuilding, repair, and went to a skill center when it was first started. And when all the machinery was brought in, our company did the setup and leveling and got the shop ready. And I looked around and said, I could do this. So I spent the next 30 years teaching not only at the skill center, but at the local college and the local community college and night school and apprenticeship programs. And it was a great career for me.
You needed more
I knew I needed
than just machines.
more up here, and that career has given me a great deal of satisfaction, and also it's not as physical as actually working in a shop and on machinery and stuff.
Wow. Well, we thank you for your service, and again, I just wanted to highlight you being the first vet that has been able to get relief and get one of these panels, and just to encourage everybody out there listening, we need your help. We need more donations. We need businesses to partner with us if we're going to continue to get this. Like you said, your TMJ, your knees are feeling better.
Back.
You're back. That's the big one. Thank you, Eric, for that. And by the way, Eric, if you've got any questions, you feel free to.
I just want to say God bless you and your family, sir. Thank you so much for your service, and you're a hero.
Amen. Absolutely. You are a hero. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure people are aware that this is what we're trying to do. And can you comment real quick, just briefly, about why you think the VA, after trying to work with them for so long, why they wouldn't get you this panel?
Well, I think they realize the widespread need for so many veterans who could use something like that I think it'd be really hard for them to financially even do it. And I think that there would be a tremendous amount of paperwork and things I don't know anything about involved. We've actually started. We presented it to. I'm a member of the American Legion and the VFW, and I brought it up at our American Legion because they're incredibly active here in it's Post 554 in Morley, Michigan.
We want to help other veterans get this, and if veterans can help veterans, I know that Matt is very supportive of that. I know that that's one of his goals.
Nobody helps veterans more than veterans, and the VFW and the Legion being nonprofits, if they do happen to have extra money, they put it into things like locally, like Little League, and we also sponsor a football team. We help some of the disabled veterans with things like replacing a roof if they're financially in need. So we'd like to see Legions, VFWs, AMVETs nationwide do some donation for
The healing.
getting something this for
Yeah.
to the Healing Veterans Project.
It's just crazy that it's so simple, you know. I mean, the technology is there, photobiomodulation. It's scientific. It works. You now know it works. I know it works. A lot of other people know it works, and yet we're not going to help out we're not going to help out our veterans, which, you know, are. If you're not going to help out veterans, who are you going to help? You know, and so that's what's so frustrating about it. But that's why we have the answer. We have the solution. As long as we have the support, we have the answer, and we can actually. We've got veterans on a waiting list right now, quantifiable. We can help them. We just got to get the money. We just got to get the panels to them. I'm going to give you guys the last word. I really appreciate you sharing your story. I understand this stuff is emotional. I did not serve in the military. Didn't have the courage for it. But thank you for your courage, and thank you for your perseverance. Like, you know, after getting back, dealing with the pain for all these years, now getting relief, we're thankful for that. But just a general thank you so much for being the hero that you are. And I want to give you guys the last word, you and Michelle.
Thank you so much. It's difficult for me to even talk about this, and I apologize for that. But fortunately, I have a wonderful wife who has been my voice and my help.
Like to talk.
Don't ever apologize, sir. I'll tell you that right now. We live in a Marvel Comics age of heroes, and not all heroes wear capes. And you're a true American hero, sir, and we really, really appreciate you coming on today. Thank you so much for your service, and God bless you and your lovely wife there with you.
Thank you. We want to thank Matt Troy with Red Vive in starting this Healing Veterans Project and allowing us the blessing to receive this. And we are going to be a mouthpiece for this program, for this device, for other veterans to get healing. We are very blessed. I'm very thankful.
Amazing.
All right. I love it. We go forth.
Love it.
We're going to conquer. We're going to help people. And it's fantastic. God bless you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Michelle. And would love to have you guys on again soon to talk more about this. We really do appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
All righty.
Thank you, Matt, too.
Yes, sir. God bless you guys. Folks, that's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about.
Dude.
Veterans helping veterans, and you know that's the vision here. But again, scan the QR code right there on your screen, healingveteransproject.us, and it's awesome. I'm just stoked. I did talking with Joe yesterday about the relief that he's getting. Talking with Matt, you know, you see the panel right there, and that's what we're trying to do. I wanted to give you guys, the audience, like a firsthand. You hear me talking about what we're trying to do. I've been talking about Healing Veterans Project now for the last 4 or 5 weeks. Now we get to see one of the results. So powerful stuff here. Really excited to see what happens moving forward. Hey folks, if you like this video, why don't you go ahead and actually like it, because it'll help us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell to receive notifications so that you can watch more videos just like this. Thanks for watching.